Hey guys, it's time for your inspiration of the day. And the question I want to pose to you, have you ever found yourself asking God why and what exactly is going on? And like, when does all this end? And how long are we going to go through this situation? And in that conversation, right, where you just want to be just like downright with God, and like you have the right to question him and you have the right to just ask him. But he does invite us to ask him and to tell us what we're thinking. Well, I'm looking at Habakkuk 1, and I like Habakkuk 1 because Habakkuk is a prophet, and he is just like, you know what, God, there is so much going on. So if there is so much going on in his time, I'm definitely here to tell you, I've been asking that question for like the last 3 years. I've been like, since 2019, I'm like, God, like, seriously, what's the story? What is going on? And like, when does this end? And how crazy can this get? And has it gotten so crazy? I'm just like, I don't even think my mind can fathom anymore. So you think I would start at the beginning, right? But I'm down here because this is Habakkuk's second attempt of trying to get God's attention. But I love how Habakkuk is really respecting the reverence of God and still while asking God these very serious questions, which means we can bring God our serious questions. So here Habakkuk, starting at verse 12, and I'm reading from the Message translation. So this just becomes like plain. It says, God, you're from eternity, aren't you? Like, he's questioning God, like, you're from eternity, aren't you? Like, you are that God, right? Holy God, we aren't going to die, are we? He's like, God, like, what's happening? Are we going to die in this state? God, you chose Babylonians for your judgment work? Totally questioning God. So we won't say Babylonians. We'll just say a host of things. You guys think of something that you feel that there's this injustice and you're going, God, this is who you chose for your judgment work. Rock solid God. You gave them the job of discipline. Like, you put these people over me, God. You allowed these people to come in and to do these things. This is who you chose. You chose my enemy to come before me and have rule over me, God. But he did call him rock solid God. He totally knows who God is. But you can't be serious. You can't condone evil. So why don't you do something about this? Why are you silent now? This outrage, evil men swallowing up the righteous, and you stand around and watch. And this is, again, Habakkuk 1, verses 12 to 13. Habakkuk is feeling some kind of way. We have been going through so much, and I'm sure because of all that we've been going through in these few years, we have all felt some type of way. I don't care what part of the spectrum you're on, how you want to look at it. There's this person, I think I'm right, you think you're right. And here we are as God's people saying, hey, God, we know you're holy, you're righteous. We know you know the end from the beginning. We know you know all things. But right now, do you not see your people suffering? Do you not see them falling to the wayside? Do you not see evil people getting away with things that just don't make sense? And are you able to keep looking at this evilness and not do anything because you're so righteous and you're so holy? What is happening, God? I love the fact that Habakkuk shows us an opportunity and gives us an opportunity to say that we can come before God. But as we come before God, do not forget to continually recognize that he's that rock solid God, that he's holy, that he's sovereign, and that he is truly still in control of the situation. And even if he's choosing to sit back and watch, even if he's choosing not to do anything right now, what are you learning? Like, are you learning to humble and go to your knees and go, God, what are you doing? And how long will we go through this trial and tribulation? And God, what is it I'm supposed to know right now? Because see, we're here for a reason. We didn't just get here. We're here for a reason. And God is probably using our enemies to set us up. Because while he is still yet a righteous God, we probably are still a hard-headed and stiff-necked people. And we haven't humbled ourselves. And we haven't sought him enough. And we haven't shown kindness and favor in the places that he's called us to. So if nothing else, I'm looking at these time and I'm saying, you know what? This is showing me that we might not be dependent on God as much as we think we are, and that we should be. But I love Habakkuk because he acknowledges that God is great. He understands the plight in which he's in, and he's trying to figure out, God, I'm your chosen, I'm your beloved, I am one of yours. But I think we also have to recognize that we too have messed up. We've not listened. We've not loved. We've not shown compassion. And God there's a price to pay when we don't do that. He's still loving. He's still kind. And we're still his children. And he does condone evil, even the evil that we do. So in this story, God used the Jews' enemies to show them and to bring them into a relationship where we now are forced to call on God. So I think in everything that's been going on since 2019, we are now forced to call on God. Are you calling on him? He's waiting and he's listening. You guys have a great day. Continue to like and share. Have a great day. Bye, guys.